Hey everybody, welcome to Bass of Our Life. My name's Mark and I'm out here trying to find a new way to live. It's a beautiful fall, chilly fall morning, and we're out here toward the end of October. Halloween's coming up next week, and we're gonna see what we can do about catching some fish. You know, I gotta accept the fact that this weather is like really cold right now and the temperature's dropping, and it might be hard to find some fish because you know, they're moving around right now. Most of them are probably found on some hard structure, but which hard structure is it? You know, sometimes they're on a river system where they were last year. They're not going to be in the same place this year. I mean, sometimes they are, but sometimes they're not. Rivers change a lot, so you got to be, you know, willing to go out there and try a whole bunch of different spots until you find something that works. So, you know, we'll probably do a lot of moving around today because, you know, I accept the fact that, you know, I'm pretty limited with this boat that I have. This is my second boat. My regular boat is in the shop, so I can only go so far with this thing, and I'll just have to do the best I can. You know what I mean? You make do with what you got. And you know, with addiction, you know, that's something that you got to be able to do too. You got to accept that you have your limitations. You know, I know where my limitations are. I can only go so far. I can only spend so much money. I can't put myself in a position that, you know, where my life becomes uncomfortable because I'm spending more money than I can afford. So yeah, you need to have a good balance between, you know, having fun, making money, and you know, paying your bills. So, you know, that's one of the things I accept, that, you know, as doing that. I also have to accept that I did a lot of stuff when I was using that I'm not very proud of. And I had a hard time, you know, forgiving myself for a lot of that stuff. But not forgiving myself was one of the things that kept me sick for a long time. It took me a long time to get clean. It took years. I'd say 13 years it took me to get clean. And when I finally decided to get clean, one of the biggest things I had to do was forgive myself and realize that, you know, these things are in the past. This is not how you're going to live anymore. And you're going to try to do the best that you can and try to make up for some of the stuff that I did. I do these videos to try to inspire somebody to actually get off the drugs, that you can go out and have fun without using, and you don't have to use drugs to have a good time. So we're out here in the fall. Water's probably, I'd say, in the mid 50s right now, maybe low 50s. So if we do find them, they could be schooled up pretty good. So let's see if we can find some fish, man. Let's go have some fun. Let's go. Alright, number one. We got. Alright, you gotta get him in, gotta get him in. Oh, I barely got him. Alright. Number one. We got him on a crankbait. Things have been really tough today. I had to put on the a Rapala. The little guy, but he's fat. He's nice. I had to put on the Rapala, the shad, the wrap shad. Nice colors. These are the newer ones, the high definition ones. Really nice colors on them. This guy gets down like 8 feet, so it's about perfect depth for where I'm going right now. So let's see if we can get another one, man. Rapala makes some of the best crankbaits on the market. Got him. Got him. What we got? Not a largemouth. Oh, come on, guy. I need a smallmouth. Alright. I stopped at this spot on the way up, and I had a, you know, 3-pound smallmouth hit the Ned rig, but he got off. So I'm trying it one more time. I thought I might have got lucky there, but it was a baby largemouth. A little Ned. Little Fatty Z Ned rig. There he is. Got that one. Yeah. Chatterbait fish. Let's see, we got doing in the boat still eating the boat. Feels like you got some size. Yeah, a little size to it. That a boy. Yeah, nice one. Nice. Okay. Still gotta get him in, and he's in. All right. Chunker. Little chunker. On the chatterbait. Yeah, so fishing another big bend in the river. Any bends in the river are always good. This one's especially good because there's a lot of structure down on the bottom. Big rocks, tree down there, a few other things just floating around down there, and they hold the fish, you know. Any place where there's a large bend on the front, usually on the front side of the bend, the current picks up, and on the back side it slows down, and they could be anywhere in between. So that was a nice one. On the chatterbait, that's the Evo. Yep, the Evo 1/2 ounce white. All right, let's see if we can do it again. All right, GoPro. Got it. Oh, come on. There he, oh my God, he keeps missing it. There he is. Got him that time. All right, okay. Yes, you had a little trouble there, buddy. All right, so I think we got him fired up a little bit. There's another one. I kept getting hits all the way back to the boat. They kept, you can feel them down there banging it. Nice little guy. All right, on the way, chatterbait. All right, let's try it again. There he is. All right, get him that time. Now we gotta get him in the boat. All right, come on, Mama. Come on. He's in. Ha-ha! All right, Shad Rap. This one on a Shad Rap. Oh, the hook is right in the middle of your thing. What's all right? We get you out. Buddy. You're in the base of your tongue, but you're not bleeding, so you should be okay from generally. There we go. There you go. All right. So, switched up, they stopped hitting the chatterbait. We got a couple of bumps, so I went to the spinnerbait, and I don't think I might have had a couple of strikes, but they weren't going for it. So we switched over to the Shad Rap. And the first cast with the Shad Rap, I had a big old monster on. I don't know how big it was, but he's pulling pretty hard. And of course he gets off as it gets near the boat. And I wasn't going to give up with the Shad Rap because I know that'll at least give me another fish. And sure enough, got me another one. You got to have a crankbait that goes just a little bit deeper than the bottom. Seems like the Shad Rap has a very, the trajectory when it's actually on the bottom is not for very long. So this is probably the exact right depth crankbait. So let's see if we can get some more with the crankbait. Squash. There's a good one. There he is. Got him. Oh, that feels like a better one. Oh yeah, that's a better one. There we go. Pulling some drag. Oh yeah. Oh, we gotta get him in the boat. All right, he looks like he's pretty good. I'm not so 100% sure, but come on, Bubba. That's the one we're looking for. All right. Chunky monkey. That's a chunky monkey. All right. Come on, Bubba. Nope, don't get me. Don't hook me. Ow, ow, ow. Sorry. Sorry, guy. All right, let's get this out of here. Get it off your bottom lip here. All right, you're off. There's a 4.5 right there. 4 pounder. Still, it's got a little black dot on his tail. He was pulling drag. Nice one. Nice chunker munkers. We gotta fire it up in this spot. So when I say sometimes in the fall when they get on this hard structure, they're usually pretty thick, and if you can get them fired up and firing, you can catch a bunch of fish, and you know, they're all chunky, they're all fat. There's no skinnied out fish. This is awesome, man. This is like when you put that plan together and it actually works, and you catch a bunch of fish. I mean, why would you want to go out and use drugs when this is the ultimate high right here? You know, drugs just nothing but rob you. This does nothing but fill you up and give you memories. All right, let's try to catch some more. Yeah. Let's stay in spotlight for nice starfish. There we go. Another nice one. Yeah, baby. Yeah, well, I don't know how nice it is. Definitely a bass, though. Yeah, it's a decent one. Another decent one. All right, Shad Rat, baby. We got to get him in the boat, though. In the boat, in the boat, in the boat. There he is, in the boat. Oh, and he broke the line. All right. That line was getting weak right there. All right, calm down, buddy. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Just got a couple hooks in your lip. Get him out. Let's get him out. Attaboy. All right. Another little chunker. That's nice. Little 2.5 pounder. The Shad Rap is producing, man. When they get fired up like that, reaction strikes are the key. You know, you got to bring it over there, and he bounces off the right rock or whatever in the area, and they just suck it in. So let's see how long we can keep him going. Now, of course, we broke the line. I'm gonna try something else while I got the broken line. See if I can get him on a swim bait. Let's see if we can do that. Get the big one, the big small amount. Looking forward. Big small amount. Oh man, the first cast. Come on, be a smallie. Be a smallie. Be a smallmouth, guy. That's a largemouth. Alright, on a chatterbait. The last little stop I was going to stop at. Oh, he's got a black spot right on his tongue. What have you been eating? And we get a little chunker right on the first cast with the chatterbait. Again, another spot where there's a big rock that comes out. I mean, that's like a it's like a flat top, and then it drops straight down from a foot down to like 13 feet. And there's always fish around here. I mean, they're not always biting, but it seems like this time of the night, there's usually I can get 1 or 2 out of here. So there's one. Let's see. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. That was a pretty interesting day of fishing, man. We were jumping around, had nothing all day long, ran all the way up to the falls, hooked in another sheephead up there, and 1 tiny walleye, and at that time I only had like 2 fish, and they were both small. But I know that if I stick with the process and I keep moving from hard spot to hard spot to hard spot, eventually you're gonna find them. And sure enough, I got to the one point in the river, one swing in the river, where there's a lot of big hard rocks there. It's a major hard spot. There's some trees and everything you want right there. and there they were. And you know, once I got them fired up, I was able to get, you know, for 4 or 5 fish right in a row, some nice ones too. You know, and this is the things that I love to do. I accept the fact that it doesn't happen, you know, right away all the time. You gotta have patience, you know, and you gotta have patience with your recovery too. It doesn't always happen right away. You know, you gotta stick with it and keep doing things you know are gonna work. You know, if you stick with a plan that you know is gonna work, and you just stick with it and don't, you know, deviate off the plan, you're gonna get clean. You can't give up. That's all there is to it. You gotta have hope and faith that, you know, you keep doing the right thing and things will turn out good for you. And that's usually how life works. I mean, it doesn't always work that way, but a lot of the times it does. And when it does, it really makes you feel good that you actually accomplished something. And you know, the main accomplishment and the main goal is to stay clean. So you guys try to stay clean and stay out and have some fun, and we'll catch you on the next one, man. Please like and subscribe. Peace.